deck today. I'm
So
here
much
with
fun.
Annie Hart, and we are at Verde, the most gorgeous florist,
Truly.
not just in Mashpee, I think on the whole Cape. And this room is brand new, and we'll talk to the owner about that a little bit later.
I wish you could smell it. Oh, it's so
just
beautiful.
so gorgeous. We don't know where to look first,
Yeah, I know, right?
But before we get to that, I have a few questions for you.
Okay.
First of all, we had a show last year, and you showed us told us all about your journey of losing weight and having that. And I think it's your year anniversary.
It is. Oh,
And I saw a before and after picture, which is so amazing.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Crazy.
How'd you feel when you saw that?
I didn't know it was me.
You didn't?
No,
You
and
didn't?
I was a little embarrassed, quite frankly, that I had let myself get there. But anyway, yeah, so 70 pounds.
That is amazing. Congratulations.
6 sizes.
6 sizes? That's a
6
lot of new clothes. How
sizes.
fun.
I haven't even started the new clothes yet because I've got 40 to go, 40 more pounds.
You don't have any new clothes?
No, I'm
Come
just not.
on,
I'm
a
just
little
not.
something.
I'm just not doing it.
Okay, but what you are doing and what you just came home from is a trip to South Africa.
I did a long trip in South Africa during the spring in South Africa, spring, summer. So it was cool because the animals were frisky and fun, and the and babies were being born. So it was great. We did the safari, and then we went whale watching in Hermanus, close to the Indian Ocean. And then we did the wine country up in the mountains, and we bicycled.
did.
Not sure I'd recommend that when you're drinking wine, I'm just going to say. But it was pretty much fun.
Yes.
And then we did a few days in Cape Town.
You did. Well, I have to tell you, I did that very similar trip.
Oh, great.
And when everybody said, oh, it's going to be so spiritual and magical when you're there, and I thought, oh, that's a bunch of baloney. But it was spiritual and magical.
It was.
I thought,
you know, they're wonderful human beings, aren't they?
Yeah.
Just the African people are just wonderful human beings. Now, we spent some time in Zululand, and Zululand, the warriors, will always approach you. They'll shake your hand. They'll shake my hand, but they always shake your hand like this. And the reason being is they want you to know that their other hand is not going to
stab you.
So
Oh, that's
just
good.
like we, so just like we, matter of course, know "Happy Birthday" the song,
Right.
they do this.
That's very
So you will know as you
interesting.
travel through Africa if they're from the Zulu warriors. The other thing that was really interesting is we met a young man from a different tribe, Rhea. His name was Rhea, and every time he said his name, he tapped his heart. So he'd say, "My name is Rhea," and we'd go, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I forgot your name." He'd go, "Rhea."
Isn't
So
that neat?
I said, "What is that about?" He said, "It's to honor my parents for giving me a name and a chance to be on the world." So
like that.
just as a matter of course, they tapped their heart.
Ah,
And
that
so
is-
then suddenly we noticed it. Like we would check into a hotel, and the woman's name would be her not given name, but the name she uses would be Precious. We met a lot of Precious, a lot of Beautiful, a lot of Lover. They take these crazy,
Yeah.
for American or English, and she'd go, "Thank you, my name's Precious," and then you just like kind of, someone would bring you food, and my husband would say, "I'm sorry, I don't remember your name," and she'd say, "I'm beautiful." He goes, "Well, yes, you are." No, my name is Bruce. And so,
That's good.
so it's
Yeah.
interesting. You could tell every tribe had a different kind of cool thing that they did.
And how about the animals? What'd you think about that? Was that amazing?
Just amazing. I will tell you that I had a hard time. You go out on a safari and you see the warthogs and the wildebeest and the ostrich, and then suddenly they're dinner.
And did you see an actual kill?
Not
At
this
all?
time, no.
Yeah.
So no kill. But so I had a hard time with the fact that the pork was the warthog, and the steak was the wildebeest, and the chicken was the ostrich.
Yes, understandably. But
yeah.
some people try everything and taste everything. I couldn't do it myself.
Yeah, I ate a lot of cheese.
And how about the wine country? Beautiful,
Oh,
huh?
spectacular.
This is our
But you know what?
travelogue.
Here's the crazy thing. So it's changing every minute because they are in their 4th year of a drought. And as a result, the grapes are being affected.
Oh.
So the wine you taste today may not be the wine of next year. So the drought is so significant that drinking water is being preserved, that homeowners there can only water for 1 hour every other week. Their gardens.
So did you drink a lot of wine to make sure that you had this wine that you liked?
Well, you have to hydrate.
You do have to hydrate. I'm so glad you had a good time.
I think that water was more expensive than the wine, though.
Really?
Yeah, so it's
Did they
very
sell bottled
interesting.
water?
Oh, yeah,
How much
absolutely.
was that, for example?
Well, it's kind of hard for me because it's in the
Oh,
rand.
yeah, never mind. We're not doing math this morning,
Yeah.
okay?
So rands were really hard to understand. I am sure I overtipped or undertipped.
You have no idea. You have no idea.
Here, I would put the money out and go
Take
ahead.
what you want. Right. I did that too when I was in Africa. Okay, we have to move on
Okay.
from Travelogue to a very exciting event that's happening here. We talked about it last year. It's the dance marathon, Dancing for a Cure Cape Cod. I'm so sad that I'm not going to be here because it's going to be a fabulous event again. It's Saturday, February 2nd from 4:30 to 8:30 at Mashpee High School, which is a different venue than last year. But, it's all about making money for those who are suffering from cancer. A really fun event, lots of donations, raffles, everything. So if you can be there, just have a ball. Go online if you want to hear more about it. Dancing for a Cure.
And it's 4:30 to 8:30.
And let's meet the owner of this gorgeous place.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Can't
And we
wait.
have had her on before. I did a show with her before. But now it's a different season.
And she's expanded.
And we'll have her talk about that expansion. And so we're going to take a break and bring in Jeff Sawyer, the woman who owns Verde. So, Jeff Sawyer, owner of Verde, I have to tell you something. When I first moved here 7 years ago, I walked into the store. I loved every single thing in it. And I went home and I said to my husband, it's a gorgeous place, but how is it ever going to last in Cape Cod?
I know.
I just couldn't. And we're in your newly expanded area.
Oh.
So you lasted.
Well, thank you. Welcome. I know I did.
It's
I did.
beautiful.
Oh,
Tell
thank
us
you.
all about it. Andy and I were just saying that when we get flowers, when the truck pulls up from here,
You're
we
all
get so
excited.
excited.
Yeah, so
right?
I know. I think I told you this once before when I was putting together my business plan for Verde. I came across a study that Rutgers University had conducted, and they found that upon receiving flowers, one's mood is elevated for up to 3 days. And I firmly believe that. I think
I
flowers
agree.
have an energy,
Yeah.
and I think you get excited about giving them as well as receiving them. And I decided that I wasn't in the plant business or flower business. I was in the mood elevation business. So,
Yay, I
and you
love
should,
that.
you
Better
should
than
feel,
drugs?
Yeah, you should feel. Well, actually, my kids give me a hard time because they said, as long as you're in the mood elevation business, Mom, maybe you should consider getting a medical marijuana permit.
Not a bad idea.
Mood elevation.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's, people, however they interact with us or however we touch a customer, their mood should be elevated. As they walk through the door, as they hear
Yeah.
our music, as our driver pulls up.
The fragrance.
So every interaction should be, they should feel good about life.
And when did you decide to add this part?
Well, we decided about a year ago that I really couldn't push too much more out of that space over there. I needed a walk-in cooler. To do more business, I needed more room. So this afforded us the opportunity. We have a walk-in cooler behind us here. We have a conference room for brides over here, and then we have a whole new retail space. So, and this whole area is really going to be dedicated to more container gardening. We'll contract with you to, if you buy pots or whatever, your patio, your deck, we'll do, a spring arrangement, a summer arrangement, a fall arrangement, a winter
Wonderful.
arrangement. So that's kind of the business plan for this space.
Oh,
And
good.
I heard you did something like a lunch and learn.
We do. We
What
do
are
lunch
those?
and learns during the summer.
I've been to almost all of them. They're
Oh, wow.
fabulous.
Yeah, they're fun. We partner with all of the businesses around here, Trevi, the bookstore, the organic market, Talbot's, and we either bring in a speaker or we do it ourselves, and we'll have a demonstration, and then we raffle off. We usually do about 6 to 8 arrangements. We raffle those off, and then folks go over to Trevi for lunch.
Oh, wonderful.
And the bookstore
Nice.
usually will have a book that's, coordinated with the event.
That's
So yeah, they're
awesome.
really fun.
Yeah,
So,
I
that's
think
great.
that's a great idea about the
We're also-
container gardening.
Oh,
That's
good, yeah,
great,
we hope so. We
I'll
hope
sign
that
up.
works out.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna be doing, because as a result of all of the lunch and learns, we've been getting a lot of requests for more classes, more demonstrations. So this winter, January 9th, I believe, I can give you the dates, but we'll be doing workshops. We'll limit them to about 10
Wow.
people. We'll be doing workshops in the other space over
Oh,
here.
that's
So,
terrific.
yeah,
That's a
it'll be
great
fun.
idea. Well, I walked in and I saw this really cool thing a couple weeks ago, and that's when I asked if you would be willing to do something around Christmas time. If we take a break, will you tell us all about what's in the
Absolutely,
other room and show
absolutely.
us how to do it?
Sure.
Okay.
Excellent.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I said I came in a couple of weeks ago and I looked up at this wall and I said, "What is that? What is that?"
This is our living wall. It's actually, I'll tell you a little bit about how it's made, how to plant it, and how to take care of it. They're called woolly pockets, and they're totally 100% recycled plastic bottles, and it's watertight.
So it absorbs it.
It does.
So that acts kind of like a sponge, right? So it keeps the water in there?
Absolutely.
Oh, great.
So we plant all of our plants in here. Actually, I'll back up a little bit. What you do is you make a grid on the wall, and then you have brackets. They tell you the depth so that you can actually make your grid, hang it up, and then plant it. And when you go to plant it, we try to use 3 different types of plants. They're called thrillers, spillers, and fillers.
Which you will learn from her Lunch and Learn series in the summertime.
That's right. Same way you would do a container garden or whatever. You always want a plant that has a little bit of movement to it. It's kind of fun. It's really very noticeable. So that would be your thriller. Your spillers are the ones that hang down, kind of like your ivies and your pothos, and then your fillers. We've used ferns. We've used a lot of different. In this particular wall, we try to change it out seasonally. So at this time of year, we've used a lot of cyclamen, anthurium, so your
Right.
reds and your greens and your whites.
Add a little color.
Yeah.
So what'd you do in the fall?
In the fall, we had orange and yellows and reds. So we did calancho, we did, I'm trying to think of some of the other things we did, but it was really fun it's fun
Yeah.
to change it out. So
Yeah.
So the greens
How deep
stay
is
all
the
year.
soil? Is it like, it's right up there, right? So you have a fairly good, it has a fairly
What you
good
do,
base.
what you do is you take you plant a little bit of soil in these pockets.
Okay.
You can put about 2 or 3 plants in each pocket. You probably fill the pocket
Base?
with soil, and then plant your plants. And you use the soil that's around the potted plants
sure.
as well. So yeah.
Now, would you need to put stones or anything like that for?
I don't
No.
believe so, no. I think
Okay.
too, what might happen with that is it might make it too weighty.
Oh, yeah,
Because
yeah,
you're going to
yeah,
do, you have your soil, you'll have your water when
Right.
you water it. But it is very strong, and they're really fun.
So what does something like this, just this piece, run?
I'd have to, it really depends.
On how much?
And
of it?
how, they're all different lengths.
Oh, they are.
They
Oh,
all
good
come
to
in.
know.
You can do them vertically, all just vertically. You could do just one little pocket. There are all sorts of different variations of it.
Are they all inside house, or
They
can
are,
they be both?
They are both, indoors and outdoors. You'd plant perhaps different plants for indoors. You'd do house plants.
Sure.
Outdoors, you could do succulents, you could do perennials, you could do annuals, you could do edible flowers, might be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Those are...
So tell me about the care and maintenance.
Sure. We really kind of keep an eye on it. There's some plants that are almost like the canary in the cave. They'll let you know, like these, the spath will start to get droopy, and we know that it needs watering.
Okay.
And it's the corporate we. It's Kaylin. Kaylin will get up there and she'll water it. But it's just like any other house plant. You just kind of keep an eye on it, and it lets you know.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it in terms of care.
Kaylin, could you have her come and
That would be
show
great.
us planting a couple of plants so we
That
can
would
see
be
how
great.
easy it is so
That's
we can do it
great.
for Christmas?
Sure, that would be great.
Okay, terrific. We'll be right back. Jeff, you told me this is Kaylin, your horticultural specialist.
She is.
So,
She
and
is.
she's young enough to get up on
I
this
know.
table and plant those things.
I know. What we're gonna show you is that after a while the wall kind of needs a little bit of a pick-me-up. And I think because of the way it's positioned here, during the winter the heat is coming right at it. So
Sure.
some plants are getting a little bit more heat than others. So you'll notice that this part of the wall seems to have a little bit of a hole. We've decided I mentioned earlier about the thrillers, fillers. These could be really considered a thriller. The anthurium are a thriller. The maidenhair fern is a little bit of a filler. And so Kaylin's decided that she's going to plant a pothos, which would be more of the spiller, because we really need to cover up the wall, the pocket, the woolly pocket.
Yeah.
So Kaylin, do you want to do your magic? Sure. So what Kaylin does is she, whenever we take a plant out of a pot, we loosen the root system and pull the soil away. So she's going to tuck it into that top one, and right away it kind of fills up that space. It really is a good. It's a good little spiller.
And did you put a little dirt in there before, or you're just using
There
the
was dirt that was in there
okay.
before, yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
that looks
yes, yes.
fabulous.
Doesn't that look great?
Oh,
So
what
that's
a
a pothos.
difference. That's
And
beautiful.
now Caitlin will go around and she'll water the wall, because I can tell, I think I mentioned before that sometimes you're going to see that plants are going to let you know that they need a little bit of water. The cyclamen is screaming right now.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Looks
yeah,
really
so
pretty.
that's pretty much our planting of the wall.
Well, and you do different seasons, so
We do.
I can't wait to see what the spring one is. And you're doing workshops this winter?
We are.
That's
We are.
good.
So they begin January 9th. I'm going to have to cheat and get some dates for you. January 9th. We're going to do actually January 12th, I'm sorry.
That's why it's
An
important.
Ikebana class.
Oh.
Megan Laverty will teach an Ikebana class, Japanese floral arrangements, just the basics of Ikebana. And then on January 19th, our Kaylin will teach a terrarium class. They're really make it, take it workshops.
Oh,
So
great.
participants will limit it to 10 participants. And then we'll have all the materials they need. They'll actually make it, and then they'll take it.
That's great.
On the 26th of January, Jess Minai, our lead designer, is going to be teaching just basic floral design and the principles of floral design. So that should be a really popular one.
Yeah.
And then on February 4th, here Rafiq, our manager here at Verde, will teach she'll do a succulent garden, which are very popular right now. They're just all the rage, because they don't require a lot of work. They're great for the home, inside or outside, so that should be popular as well.
Who says there's nothing to do in Cape Cod in the winter time? So what are your hours?
Our hours are Monday through Friday, 10 to 5, Saturdays 10 to 4, and we're closed on Sundays.
Okay, that's all right.
And we're going to be closed the week between Christmas and New Year's. We're going to have to take a little bit of a breather.
Yeah, I bet
so,
you're very busy.
we
As
are.
a matter of fact, people can probably hear the phone ringing, people walking back and forth. This is a very, very busy place. So I apologize
you.
that I ever thought for 1 minute that you wouldn't be in business.
No, oh ye of little faith, huh?
I apologize. And
Thank you.
that is all for, I think the only thing I have to say is Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thank you.
See you again in 2019.
Thank you.